This might be the most dangerous modification that you can fit to a car. And it's installed in millions of cars right now.
Whether you're an inexperienced driver or a racing driver, things can pretty easily go very wrong. And in a soft top, there isn't a whole lot between you and, well, death. But something you don't want in that gap is one of these.
This is a style bar. It looks like a roll bar and many people believe that it is. But as the name suggests, it's for style. And that's about it.
You can get these for a whole bunch of different cars.
But you'll mainly see them in the MX-5 or Miata scene because, well, there's just so many of them. Now, it is debatable whether it's stylish or not, and in my opinion, disgusting! But what isn't debatable is what these do in a crash.
Many of those who have been unfortunate enough to find themselves licking the tarmac report that style bars tend to collapse in a rollover and sometimes pin the occupants in their seats, earning them the nickname mousetraps. There are a few reasons why that happens. Firstly, because the way they are mounted in the car isn't in a position to support any weight. And even if it was mounted differently, the materials and construction weren't made to hold up either.
So why have I got one in my car? Well, it was there when I bought the car 11 years ago, and I've been too lazy to get rid of it, so now it's time to change that.
A quick look at the forums would suggest the best thing to do is to buy a properly engineered roll bar or cage, because these are actually made to withstand the weight of the car, and some. Roll bars and cages like this are required for some track events.
But I'm not going to be doing any of that. 1, because expensive, 2, because I'm not planning to track this car, and 3, I actually quite like the stock, clean rear look for it. So, I've got myself a factory seatbelt tower brace, which is what this came with originally. So, let's chuck it in. So, to get this thing out, we have to pull a little bit of the car apart. We have to take the seatbelt off the top of the tower here. We have to take this plastic trim off here. And once we've got all that out, then we can access the bolt on the top here and the bolt right back here. I don't know if you can see, right there. There's a tiny annoying little bolt we've got to get out. It's got a nut on the end of it, so we have to take all of that out to get to that, and then we can take this thing off and put it in the bin. Tools. It's finger tight. The seatbelt is finger tight. It's a good job I'm doing this.
At this point in time, everything was going quite swimmingly. But I was about to find out that this was going to be a trickier job than I thought.
I've put the roof up to get to the back bolts. To give you an idea of what we are working with. So, around the back here, you can see there's a bolt right there. That, along with the one on the top, is what holds this bar in. But with the roof down, you can't access it. So I've had to put the roof up a little, and now I'm going to contort myself in the back there to get that bolt out. So yeah, enjoy that. Oh, God.
After contorting myself into every weird angle possible to get in under that roof, I finally started to make some proper progress.
We got there eventually. So now that we have the seat belts out of the car, you can see there's a big old hole in here, and if we look right up, and we see, what can we see in here? Ta-da! There's the nut on the end of the bolt that's holding this bastard in. I didn't actually think it was going to be this complex to get out, but, hang on a minute. Oh, you good thing. There we go. A crush washer and a nut off the inside of that bolt, and now it comes to. That, ladies and gentlemen, is excellent news. Now we've just got to do all of this again on the other side. Yeah. Okay, so here is where we're at. The day got away from me yesterday. Turns out this thing is more secured in than I initially thought. So I've taken out the top bolt here where the seatbelt mounts, the one at the back right here, but it turns out there is a third that comes straight down here and up. I'll have to get something in there to show you guys, but there's a bolt in here, and none of my current sockets were long enough to fit that, so I had to go and buy some new ones, and pain in the ass. Anyway, we'll get this thing out and get that in, and it'll look good. It will. It's worth it. I'm sure it's worth it. It is worth it, isn't it? This better work. Alright.
This shouldn't have taken 2 days, but how was I to know it was going to be so fiddly? I should have just done some more research, probably, but my new sockets did pay off, and I finally managed to loosen the bar enough to wiggle it out.
Okay, so the bar is finally out of the car. There it is down there, and in my opinion, it already looks a lot better. So it was a lot fiddlier than I thought. There was a bolt, 2 bolts actually, that were holding it here and one at the back, so 6 mounting points all up. But we've got them all out. Now it's just a matter of putting all of this trim on both sides back together, and then putting this in and making it look pretty and beautiful. What do you reckon, dog? Hey.
No matter what the dog thinks of it, I am glad I finally got around to doing this job. Now, all that was left to do was refit the seatbelts and put the plastic trims back on, which being an old car was trickier than it should have been. But it was nothing that a couple of whacks with a hammer hand didn't fix. I then went and repeated the process on the other side.
And there she is, already looking a million times better in my opinion. Just clean lines, no big flashy chrome. Look at it from the back there. Absolutely beautiful, flush, lovely. Was a bit more work than I expected, but at the end of the day, definitely worth it. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did you like it with or without the chrome? There's no judgment either way, of course. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe for more car-related stuff, and hopefully some adventures coming up soon. I guess you have to stay tuned for that. Ciao.